Hello. We are waiting for 1 minute.
For people to join and share. Let's see if we're on. If everything is okay. Wait. Wait 1 minute, תגיד משהו בינתיים.
משהו.
I see you.
משהו who באנגלית.
Nobody shared so far. Nobody joined yet. Wait.
What's the time now there?
Now it's time and okay. But you have to wait a minute.
חכה דקה ונתחיל, אין מה לעשות.
כן. Wait.
אופן, תחבק מה?
מה, אתה רוצה גוגל?
לא רואים אותו.
זה בעמוד באנגלית.
חדש.
בעמוד באנגלית.
וואלה.
וואלה. הנה, כבר 4 אנשים התחברו. פיליפ.
לא ידעתי שיש לנו באנגלית. איך הוא נקרא?
אוקיי.
אני? לא, את לא כותבת נכון את המילה.
אוקיי.
באנגלית.
אוקיי.
אני רוצה להתקיל אותי. זה לא?
Okay, in 1 minute we're going to begin.
You can share it meanwhile.
מי שמה עם כאילו?
אני שמתי, אתם רוצים.
Yeah.
You want to start, Michael?
Yeah. Okay. Take some deep breathing and exhale from your mouth, that we will all be in the same dimension, the same Zoom, to really allowing me to bring this amazing knowledge how to act, how to think, how to use, how to merge the part in us that create this new world. Just merge in the part in me and I begin to talk. As the leader of this subconscious collective, and I was the one that really predicted and knew about all this new world that began with the beginning of January. For 1 year and then 20 years before. I want to guide you now to the next level, because now we are in in a big junction, and next week we're going to create a new beginning of a new material world that will build on the new spirit world that we build this period. And of course, material is not material, it's just different density of all the spirit. We are now need to merge to the first thought, the cosmic name, the spirit name, the spirit identity, that it stay for good for all the lifetimes. In these days, this basic thought, this first thought, this name of my higher self, name of my spirit, this concept that I am ambassador of, is coming out, and we need to do new merging between the concept and the awareness. Then we will allow him to upgrade the intention, because there is no good intention or bad intention or positive or negative. There is no such a thing. Intention is the awareness that merges the spirit inside of me, and that's the only thing that counts, because what I say and what I do doesn't count at all, at all, at all. And because this amazing thought, my really spirit name, my identity in the subconscious collective is coming out as a first thought, then every thought that I will think ever, and all the thoughts are neutral, and we never think about others, and never others think about us, and there is no negative thought or positive thought, all the thoughts are neutral. And in Hebrew, to think comes from the word important. And we are now really in such a delicate time that we really practicing and training every second, learning how to think with the spirit, how to think without the head, how to think without the mind, how to trust the spirit. So the first thought coming out, and then every thought that I will build all the year will be kind of like on the first thought, kind of like the first thought carry it. Why it's important this week? Because this week we try, and in Hebrew the word try comes from the word miracle, we try to learn to think most like the spirit. Why? Because next week, after Pesach, after Passover, we will create the new material. Of course, we stop all the material world, even symbolic. It began in China, the kingdom of the material, and then in New York, and then we stop all the material world. We stop all the material touching, all the material understanding, all the material translation, all the material. We stop everything to rebuild, to build again a new kind of material that will serve the spirit, and it will be easy for the spirit, because there are 40 dimensions between spirit and material and spirit, 40 dimensions. So it will be all the 40 dimensions of light And next week we will begin the new material. It will be a new way of money, a new way of physical body, a new way of sense of time, a new way to feel your home, a new way to feel your food, a new way to create sicknesses, different sicknesses, a new way to spend your daytime, to work in your daytime. It will be very new way, a new way of money that it's the last name of all the material that will pass through you, and you will allow in double come. It will be very different. This is why it's very, 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 very important this week to learn, think more and more and more, to think like the Spirit. It's very, very powerful. And we cannot miss the chance. This is why in Hebrew, chametz, like what you cannot eat in Pesach, it's not to miss the opportunity, the biggest chance. This is why in Hebrew, bread, it's life. No, it's birth, life, and death. So, it's a very, very powerful time, and we create really to be with ourselves, even in the holidays, to be in the room, to not to change the furniture and paint the wall, just really to do the new order inside. And what helps a lot to do the new order inside, it's to see yourself as a creator of this new world. 20 years I'm talking about, beginning of 2020. 20 years. See yourself as a creator. See yourself as a creator of the virus corona. That it begins in you as the first symptoms to move to the new world. Nothing will be the same anymore to anyone. People that will put awareness, they will enjoy really amazing happiness and life and celebration, and they will be like conductor in the material world and allowing all the dimension of the metabolism to create power, to create life, to create youth, to create money passing through them. All these people that will not put awareness and not build this week the new order that really needs, that it's the oxygen for the higher self to stay in. The higher self cannot stay in with the mixed draws, with the mixed priorities. So it's a very, very powerful time. And like I said, what helps a lot, it's to see yourself as a creator of this new world, to see yourself as like it begins in you, to see yourself as it begins the virus corona, to see yourself that create this isolation. Also, to appreciate everything again, to appreciate your spirit, to appreciate the touch, to appreciate the food, to appreciate the time, to appreciate the way that you have a purpose and you're not really born because your father didn't go to a movie. We choose to be born because we want to take forward our purpose, our concept that we're ambassador of. And for sure, no one in this new world will think the same like the old world. Of course, we need to pay attention to the old need of density in us, like religious habits, like eating animals, like look what we create as a symbol from eating animal. All the world, all the people in the world, all of them stopped and went to isolation because someone ate animal in China, some bat. Just as a symbol. Of course, this bat is not the reason. It's just as a symbol. So, I'm screaming. So it's really, really powerful time. And we have now 7 days till not this Sunday, next Sunday, like the 19, the 20, to allowing the new order in the spirit, and then we will be ready inside, not in our mind, to allow in the new material. The first material is my body. The second is money and the principle of double. The third will be to love what I create, love the way I'm handling the time and the schedule of the spirit. If we follow in the schedule of the spirit, we love what we create. Because in the base of the spirit, in built-in of the spirit, there is no punishment, there is no trying to teach me a lesson, there is no test, there is one try to take me forward. So it's a very, very powerful time. And we now, in this week, we have to use this first thought, this cosmic name, spirit name, name of my higher self, concept that I am ambassador of, that all what I do and what I choose, and all the sicknesses and all the lessons, and all the parents, and all the work, and all the money, and all the everything what I choose, it's because to try to take this concept forward. That's the only purpose we have. And we can take it forward by agree to learn to think like our spirit. And in the end, I will guide you for a few minutes how to merge this first thought and how to really allowing that to be like the road of all the thought that they will pass through you after.
The base.
The base, the foundation, the carry of all the thought. That we will give taste to our thought, that we will feel wise, that we will feel spirit, that we will feel that merge into our spirit, that we will feel that this new self-confidence, that we will less shy of who we are and the way we look in our age. And then next week, around 19-20 of April, material world start to begin, like new densities, new movement of energy will create a new freedom in the material world. That's totally a new contract between me, and between me and what I had for 26,000 years. Because in last 26,000 years, we had a contract with material world, but the intention is not what we think, it's what we do. And now, the material world that we need to translate that during the day, because we are human beings, we can extract light just from material, from a sandwich, from a bill, from a sex, from the friction with the picture that I create. In this world, is material world through my intention, the way I think. And the way I think now, it's everything. This is now, even when I speak with a lot of people, they said, even that people that has coronavirus, that I heal them, they said, if I forget and I think normal, I really feel the cough, this, that. The minute I put the spirit, that's called gogo magogo in Hebrew. To learn to think like your spirit. To think like my spirit, it's really not to forget yourself and not to forget that there is no outside reality, that you create everything, that you choose what to see, that all what you need to change, the thought, the thinking on the old thought, the thought on the thought. And it will bother you and sit on you and kind of like kills you till you will learn to think. Why things bother us? So this is really amazing time to really remember yourself, even old issues waiting, that you will not blame others and not blame yourself, that you will just put awareness that you choose it because you tried and because it was not the right timing and the right energy, it still bothers you. But if you create it again now, you have a chance to fix it. Look what we create in the subconscious collective. We create paralyzing all the world, all the money, all the metabolism in the world, all the commercials, everything. We stop everything. We stop holidays, we stop going outside. We are sitting under the bed, inside the room. For one reason, to try to think like the spirit, like our spirit, like my spirit. In Hebrew, to be spirit, ruchani,
spiritual.
to be spiritual, it's the spirit of me. Simple. So, we cannot forget anymore ourselves ever. Ever, ever, ever. Because suddenly, finally, we have a chance to use the mirrors that we create, to fix in the daytime, to follow the schedule of the spirit, to fix all the, now, especially in these days, in the next 7 days, you think a little bit with yourself and you put yourself as a center, as the sun, and you agree to use the right ingredient that you create, you fix million lifetimes. You vibrate million lifetimes. And we will pass to the new. Some people need to pass to the new like that. Some people need the coronavirus to pass to the new. And what amazing, and I'm working now 20 hours a day. What amazing that people that I heal and with amazing success, with really powerful healing on the coronavirus, even much better than to heal the cancer. The healing is not taking them to be like they used to be. It's just a bridge for them to the new. So some people need passing to the new, and some people need the coronavirus to pass to the new, and a lot of people will not pass to the new. That's for sure. Nothing will be the same. And now we have, even there is no future, we have kind of like almost 1 year to build ourselves to the new. To build ourselves to the new world. To build ourselves to the new behavior of the daytime. To build ourselves to the purpose, to the spirit. To know that this world, it's not something that's so twisted. So I do in this lecture, one of the main reasons I'm doing this lecture, it's to try to help you to fix the priority of the thinking, the order in the new thinking. This is why we create Passover, generally and especially this year. And then in the end of Passover, we will begin, and maybe I will lecture to you too. We will begin a new spirit world that finally enjoy the way that the spirit translate in the material world, including youth, a new way of money, kind of like the money will split very different now, and we cannot use our mind for it. We can just trust the spirit, and finally we will trust who we are and what built in inside of us, that if $2 passing through you and you know how to think near it, you allowing 4 to come. That's new way of thinking of who we are and how we are. All this body is spiral of blessing. So this is it, in few words, where we are now. And in the end of this lecture, I'm going to tune you to merge to your cosmic name, to the first thought, to create kind of like a new approach, a new freedom to the concept that you are. This is why some things talk to you and you love it, and some things not. Everything considered by the concept. Questions?
I have a few questions. Hal is asking, thinking, she said thinking is becoming a creative act, she's asking. She says with material results, she's asking, so between spirit and material, there is our thinking to link them. She's asking is this is what you
We
explained.
cannot. In Hebrew, spirit and material, even there is the different, the letter mem, it's all the 40. It's very, very wise, very wise. We cannot plan in our head the new material world. Because we will plan it by the mind. The new material world will be exact mirror for the amount of the order of the new spirit. Like the money that will pass through you, the way food will give you youth and not killing you, the way you use the day that you will the way that you will work during the day that you will think about use the house, the car, the food, the vitamins, the minerals, everything, the energy of it will be exact mirror. The material will be mirror. Mar'ah. Will be mirror to the order of the spirit inside of you. So
The what? The thinking?
no, the material.
Oh.
The material world the money, your physical body, everything will be through the way you think inside. So, how to think spirit? For 40 years I'm teaching that we are the creator and there is no outside reality. The virus corona that you cannot see it in the microscope is not the reason that we are paralyzed in here. It's the new world that we create. So I'm saying something very wise. Merge the place in you that create this new world and merge the place in you that create this coronavirus as the first symptoms.
Merge to the place.
Merge to the place or merge the place.
Merge to the place. צודקת.
Okay. And really own it. Feel it. Every time you have a fear from outside, or fear of money, or fear of future of money, or fear of you will lose your physical body because you will dead, or you will lose the old touch and the old sex and the old way of you eat and the old cake of your mom and the old matbucha of your mom and the old whatever. Every time you have urge or outside old something, you have to come and really trust the in, because we're going to create a new world totally in the material world, and I was lecturing about it all the last year. But we don't know yet what we will create. It's not going to be now all the collective together. It will be individual. Each one will create his new way of mirrors of the material that will be exact. This is why all this process probably, there is no future. It's going to take like almost 1 year. Don't wait to feel normal. Normal, it's a very, very dangerous concept. It's about time you will take out your unique, המיוחדות, uniqueness,
Individuality.
unique sex.
Uniqueness.
It's about time you take this unique neck.
Uniqueness.
Because it's like we're going to feel that we didn't born just stand like that. There is a spirit. The spirit coming in and out every night to edit in the blood and to try to take everything forward. And there is no outside reality, and there is a lot of need of when I look of the outside reality that I think it's the outside reality, that it's just a mirrors to me. And it's my mirrors. 4 million people near me see something very, very different. So we're going to be really, really, really fix this gap between high spirit and suffer in the material world. Like no money, getting old, you work in things that you don't love, you feel that your body is not serving you.
Victim.
So it's a really, really, really big change, and I don't even have a word, but we don't know yet exact, because each one will create mirrors like the new order inside of him.
She wrote in the middle of your answer.
Who's she?
Hali. She wrote. So what does the thinking do then?
Thinking come, all the thoughts are neutral, and thinking come because there is no my thinking and your thinking. That's something that will be obvious and clear next few months, not now. Thinking come to take us forward, to take the concept forward. Like the thought is neutral, and we use it to block or to fill place or whatever, and then in the end of we fix the place, the thought wanna leave the door of the thought that is the forehead outside. So there is no one person on earth that think about someone else. Even not on your kids, not on your parents, not on your soulmates, not on your lovers, not on your husband, and not on your boss, and not on your neighbors. Even when you think that you think about this person, you don't really think about this person, because the way we build, it's so clear that we cannot think about others. But when you think that you think, it means that you don't know yet how to tune yourself near this mirror or near this issue or near this fixing that you created. This is why now, to go back to yourself, to remember yourself, to remember your spirit, to remember that there is no outside reality, to remember that nothing begins outside, never. Even a helicopter fall on your head. It's you. So this is a very, very, very powerful time. And this is what will create the new world now. This is why no one knows where we are now, where it's going to take us, because it's going to be individual, and it's going to be private, and it's going to be each one with his own order, own freedom, own space in the spirit that will create a new material world. And like I said, the first material that I feel, connect, and feel my spirit, it's my physical body. But it's not really physical, it's dimension of spirit in my body.
Yeah. So Amy has a question. How do we know what concept we are meant to be ambassador of, following our and expressing our essence, our distinctiveness, like you just said?
That's one of the highest paradox that exists, Amy, on earth. It's like this is the reason of everything, and there is no name for it. Like we had, like in the old 26,000 years, for the God we didn't have no name. Like it's not really like, okay, I know, I will give you example. I know I'm Michael. Okay. I know I'm a healer and spiritual teacher. This is why I board. I choose to board since I'm 3 years old. I know how to lead and how to be a channel for the knowledge and how to bring the titles for the movie that we pass. Yeah. But I don't know the name of my concept. And I don't know I don't need to know. But for the first time, I don't need to know with my mind, but I can feel when it's right for me, when it's when it talks to me, when it's my purpose, when I'm allowing feedback double, when I'm really, in Hebrew, right come from the word direction. So I can feel, but I don't know the name. So it's not really to know exactly by the mind, yes, and it's not Michael, and it's not the way I walk, and it's not spiritual teacher, and it's not a healer, and it's not. So what it is, I don't know. But today you will feel it, and you will merge it to the awareness that every thought after it will be like to ride this horse.
Okay, she had another question. Amy. She says, when you merge me with my spirit, I feel the deepest sense of peace and inner expansive beauty. So she's asking, how do I capture that for myself without time with you?
Amy, you need me to know that you don't need me. That's exactly what I'm doing. Teaching me, near you, how to think. How to use the ingredients. How to enjoy the time, how to be in now. More than ever, we are in now. Yeah, we create all the condition to be in now. Like in the airplane. You woke up and you don't hurry to any place. You're like in a private jail. More than ever we are practicing. Practicing to be in now. So, maybe soon I will not merge you. You will
Maybe in a
eat,
year.
you will eat watermelon and you will be
Yes.
merged by yourself. But
That's right.
if you really don't plan the tomorrow, this is the old argument between me and you. Don't plan the tomorrow, but plan that when you will create mirror or some thought will come or some friction or some picture, then you will remember yourself. Then you will go inside of you. In Hebrew, ambition, it's to breathe in, the same word.
Hannah Gabay has a question. She's asking,
Hana banana.
Hannah Banana, do I have to know the core belief that I'm fixing, or do I just give it over to spirit?
You just trust. In Hebrew, practicing and trust is the same energy. You're just practicing to trust your spirit, to trust the in. Especially this week. This week it's like everything on it. Everything on this first thought that merged between the third eye and the solar plexus. That's core intention. That's the only thing that counts, and the only thing that will create the next level of the quality of the lesson, of the fixing, of the friction, of the lightness.
Shuli asked a question, divided into a few messages. I'll try to read it and
It's good that Shuli is not religious.
maybe, yeah, she said that only for you, you're a
No,
teacher.
there is no such a
She-
thing.
that
For
she,
her, not for me.
Yeah, an Erev Pesach. Okay. 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 She wrote in Hebrew. So,
Ask in Hebrew.
טוב, בסדר. אדם קרוב שבתודעה שלה לא יזיק או יתעלל בה, עושה הכל במטרה לגרום לחוסר, לעצב וסבל. וביומיים האחרונים נודע לה שהוא לקח לה כסף גדול. אז היא שואלת, האם להתנתק מהכל, מהחיים שלמים וללכת קדימה, שמבחינה פיננסית זה קשה. היא גם כותבת, קשה להבין שכל האנשים הכי אהובים והחיים שלפני חייבים לצאת מהתמונה, ושהיא יצרה את המציאות הזאת, על מערכות יחסים שהיו מן הסתם בעבר והם השפיעו ושינו צורת החשיבה
טוב.
במציאות.
The big question is
דיברת על זה
that she
שאנשים...
asking that the closer of their family or people that used to be closer to her and love her or whatever stole from her money, and the big question is what to do now, or no, to live all like that, it's to invite the next attack. And remember, I'm going to say something very wise. In a black hole, never stop.
What
always-
never stop?
Never stop the black hole. It's always growing and growing,
It's
and
like a white spiral.
it's a
it's the
snowball.
same.
It's a snowball.
When you're in a black hole, it doesn't
When you're
stop?
in a black hole, and when you're in a black hole, when you're not putting yourself as a center, as a someone that created, she has now two choices: either to run away, and then the next lesson will be and her spirit will be less and less inside of her, and it will be worse for her, and more victim. In Hebrew, victim come from the word fight with your closer. So she has two choices. One is to say them, 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 them.
He, in this case. He. In this
He,
case.
them, or the family, whatever.
She didn't say who.
Second choice is, especially this week, to change the old patterns of lovers, how they are lovers and hurt me and stole from me. All the stealing in the world is from the family. Ask me as a person that treat for 40 years all the world. All the stealing in the world is inside the family. This way in Hebrew family, it's so wise, 40 dimension of slavery or whatever. If she will put awareness that it was her need, because she didn't be herself, and it's the only bridge for her now to try to be herself, to try to appreciate herself, to change her patterns, to change the contract, to stop invite attack and invite that people will take from her and all that stuff, then she will not create just the money that people stole from her. She will create it double and double and double and double and double and double. Also, all the people that now feel that because the coronavirus,
They lost the money.
they lost their money, their job and everything. No. If they really trust the spirit, finally for the first time, they will feel equal between what they want and what they're allowing. They will feel amazing blessing. They will feel the money, that it's not a reason to worry and wrinkles. And they will feel finally the energy of how the money just comes to serve the spirit, and it's not the target.
It surely sends lots of hearts. Emojis. Okay. Hallie has a question. Do we create the world that we also repair? What initiates the breaking that then becomes tikkun olam? And is it maybe for something like missing the opportunity to reset material to spirit in this coming week? She said, I don't think I wrote...
Ali,
I don't think I
for
wrote that
30 years I
clearly
heal
enough.
you and love you.
Rega.
I didn't understand
Rega.
you.
Because I also because I was reading, I didn't read it before. She said she doesn't think she wrote it clearly enough. She's asking, what is the new tikkun olam?
For the first time, we cannot pray for others. We cannot fix the world. In Hebrew world, it's 40 kind of heaviness that you have. We are now, all the people in the world create kind of like almost the same lesson. They stop themselves, they stop the material, because the old material is not functioning anymore. But for the first time, we cannot want or pray or do for others. Even me, that I heal 500 people a day, I heal myself near them and they get healing. It's a paradox, but this is the way it's working. So, for the first time, we will know. It's not a coincidence that all the centers in all the world, of all the coronavirus, coming now from religious places. In Israel, in India, in Soviet, in United States Church, and a lot of places. And soon we have the Ramadan in 24th of April. It will be big celebration of the virus corona. So it's not a coincidence, because till now we thought, Holly, that we can allow in the new and hold the old. Not anymore. This is really the trust. That you stop and paralyze everything. And then you create, because this week if you will come with the baggage, you will not create the new. If you come with the old baggage, you will not, we need to come in the 19th of 20 of April, clear, new, without baggage. Without baggage. To allow in the new material. People that in their thought that they want to be like the same, it means that the baggage is bigger than them and they will not allow in the new.
The same like before, you mean?
The same like before, yeah.
Holly said she feels like we are in a birth canal. תעלה של לידה. שולי כתבה שהיא רוצה תשובה קצרה וממוקדת. היא טוענת שאתה לא שמעת את כל השאלה, למרות שאני הקראתי את השאלה, חוץ מחלק שאתה דיברת.
אני מציע שתיקח עורך דין ו...
כן.
תגיש לי את זה בכתב.
נתת דוגמה שאנשים לא שילמו לך ואתה השלמת עם זה שאתה יצרת את זה, אבל התייחסת בדיוק לקטע הזה, אז אני תגישי תביעה וזה. יאללה, שלי.
Okay. So my first question is about...
לא קלאוד. לא שומעים אותך. לא קלאוד.
כן, אני עייפה. My first question is about a term that you're using all the time. In Hebrew it's passivיות יצירתית. In English it's called creative passivity. And the question is, you said before, like in the Hebrew lecture, you said that only when we go in with awareness, so like all we need to do is just to go in with awareness, and then in a creative way we start to create the outside.
Yeah.
That's what
You ask and you answer.
No, but I just want to know more about this idea.
Like I said, now, especially this week, it doesn't say, I'm not saying that next 2 weeks we don't need to think because all the material is fixed. No, but for the beginning, for the basic, for the foundation of the spirit, for the foundation of the material, to build the material that it will serve us, to build the body that it will serve us, serve the spirit and serve my need, and allowing all the power. That I need to know that I don't have energy of my own, I don't have money of my own, I don't have kids of my own, I don't have anything of my own. The only thing that I can do is to allowing things passing through me and they tune me. So, yes, now we need to learn to build the basic, the foundation. Yes, we are in a birth canal, you can call it. We are in the, yes, we're going inside the womb, לתוך הרחם. We're going to isolation, to go inside the womb and then to really to come out, but come out with the new material. And what will create the new material? The way that we're allowing the inner light to pass in through us. So we're going to use this first thought tuning to help us to build the new spirit, and then we will see what's the new world. I don't know what's the new world. Even me, that I predict the 1st of January that it will be a new world, and for 20 years I was talking about 2020 and all that. I know we are in a new world, but I don't know how and how the new world will create, how my new body, how the new way of time, how the sense of time, how the way I will feel different near healing, sex, food, material, how I feel myself in the ocean, how I feel myself near the mirrors that I create, near the wise, exact, accurate mirrors that I create, how I will use, how I will fix, how I will let my spirit dancing inside of me and make a glory movement and fix all the depression.
רגע, מיכל,
Let me just finish.
didn't finish, sorry.
So yes, what you call it in English, Pacific?
Creative passivity.
Creative Pacific is yes, go inside, even it's a paradox. Go inside now, especially these days, we stop everything, all the condition, just to go inside. So use this what you create, it's not the government, you can blame the police or the government or the coronavirus virus or the Batman. No. Go inside because you are the creator. It begins in you. Own this new world. Happy to merge you, to be ambassador of your concept. All this list of inside. Don't deal with others. Use the tendency to deal with others to go in. Even near your family, near your kids, near your wife, near your soulmates. Fix yourself because no one in the world can fix it instead of you. No one. Just if you use the right ingredients that you create in the daytime.
Shuli is continuing with the question. She's asking whether to fight in court about a topic that she thinks is right from her side.
She again is
or-
talking about
Yeah.
what to do. And
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
talking what to do. I'm talking first how to think.
Yeah, okay.
And then after she's thinking, then she can, no problem, yeah. She can sue
can
people
sue
in court, no problem.
Yes.
But with awareness that she created it, no someone did to her. Because if someone did to her, the judge also will steal from her money. השופט יגנוב ממנה כסף.
The lawyers. אפשר?
כן.
Okay. So my question is, you were talking about appreciate everything we create, and the question is this the way?
No, אינו appreciating. בעל ערך, that's another something. Why we stop even to change, איך אומרים, the obvious, את המובן מאליו, the things that we take for granted, the obvious. Why we stop everything? We stop even the touch, the
Freedom to
everything,
walk on the
everything,
street.
the time, the street, everything we stop to appreciate everything.
Or appreciate or appreciate.
Appreciate, yeah.
To appreciate inside of us, to bring in us more in our eyes, not in other eyes, because no one sees me really inside. In my eyes, to feel more value.
From my point of view.
From my point of view, yes.
Yes, but what I was asking is about the fact that you were saying that in a week from now, it's going to be the new beginning for the physical world, for the material world. And what I want to ask is, until this week started, until next week, you were talking about appreciate what we already created until now.
Yeah, like to forgive yourself about all the time that you feel you didn't forgive yourself. That to know that if something bothers you, don't say, okay, I'm sitting in the balcony and generally I'm forgiving myself. No. How we will know on what to work? It's very easy. What's bother us? What's bother us? It's a private secretary that reminds us exactly where we still don't know how to feel spirit, where we didn't own it, where we didn't put ourselves as a center of. If something bothers us, it means we still blame the others or blaming ourselves. Wow. I have to stop the shout.
You have a question?
Yeah, but if something you don't like to do, so can you not do it? You put the intention that you created it, but then
you put the intention that you create the test to do it or not, and merge the in and see. Then maybe either you will find power to do it, or maybe in the new world you don't need to do it. I'm saying something very wise that I don't know if everybody pay attention. We don't know yet what we're going to create in 20 of April. We don't know. We know the line, it's a new world. We know that there is new material, but we don't know exact how and what. And this is why we create all the condition now. And all the not ability to know, it's to fix the in. To fix the in.
And this is the first thought.
First thought, merge the place in you that create this new world. Feel that it begins in you. I'm not joking. That's what the Spirit guide me. To teach that each person that want to put the right awareness, to feel that he create the new world and he create the virus corona as a symptom, as a big fear. And he create the isolation. We create the isolation. We create to stop to walk. We stop the money. We stop the sex. We stop the touching. We stop the sense of time. We stop everything. Me. And each one of you need to feel it, like it begins in him. That's no thought. That will help you a lot to create the new material. But don't plan. Don't plan to say, okay, in the new world I want to earn $2 million. In the new world I want to do this, I want to do that. I want a body as my 20. I want to be good looking. I want to get rid of my butt. I want a big boobs. I want to this, that. I want to... Don't plan. Trust the now. And every time you have a tendency to plan, go back inside. Remember, ambition, it's in Hebrew, breathing.
It's like letting the Spirit surprise us.
Even with surprises, we're not really surprised. Like if we think with our mind, we need now to be in shock. But we're not. Why? And I have an amazing wise answer for it. Why we're not in shock? Because inside of us we have the old, and we have the new, and we have the bridge. So now we need to merge just this new world that we create. And then, finally, we will start to do the fixing, the tikkun. We'll appreciate everything different. We'll appreciate our body, the time, the soulmates, the work, the money. Everything will be different. And I'm not talking about next 2 years. Next week!
Michael, I have a question about the first thought. You said in the beginning of the lecture that we need to connect to the first thought, that it's our spiritual name and our personal concept, and you called it different names. You said until the end of our life. And my question is, and it's recorded, the question is it not like a junction that's going to happen again in 1 year from now? Same Erev Pesach, same first thought, but so it's not like we fix it now until the next time?
Yeah, but now we are in new world.
Yeah, but in a year from now?
Yeah, but always in Erev Pesach we fix in the first thought. But look.
So what we fix it now, it's not until the end of the world, it's until the next time we're going to fix the new thought.
Be now.
That's what you said. You said it's in the.
And I'm saying be now. אוקיי.
יש לי רגע.
עוד איזו שאלה שניים, כי אני רוצה לעשות
תיקון.
תיקון, yeah.
אנחנו שעה.
And when we're going to celebrate, because I'm the birthday boy,
Yes.
and my kids born, my twins born yesterday,
Was born.
was born,
War.
Where?
or
Okay.
and Aviv the next 3 days. All the areas.
Okay.
Okay, so,
רגע, יש לי שאלה.
קצרה אחרונה.
לפני שנייה אמרת 2 אחרונות.
יאללה, נו, תשאלי.
Okay, so I don't know which one is more important now because I have 2 questions.
תתחילי.
Okay, so you were talking about all the new. One of the things you said, new way to the sense of time, or new way of sense of time. You were
Yeah,
talking
we
about
have 28 cents of time, and because we're going to follow the schedule of the Spirit, and because we're going to really be with the in, and it's a new way to deal. Even the way we will clean, the way we will touch others, it will be remember me and with my in. Even the way we walk, it will be different. That's what the Spirit wants. It will be with the in the intention and outside the action. Everything has to be more merged to the in. It's the only way that we will not feel victim of others, that we do things to others, even in the touch, even in sex, even in you wipe the tuches of your baby, whatever. It will be more with the in,
So that's what.
because the sense of time will be different. The sense of the schedule of the Spirit will be different. The sense of the using the mirrors that I create will be different. The sense of remember myself will be very, 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 very different. I will remember myself. I will remember myself. And remember myself, it's not in the ego. It's like, I'm the creator. It begins in me. I agree not to know why. I agree not to know why. That's another big trap. Big catch-22 to a lot of people. First, they want to know why they created, and then maybe they will accept it. Bullshit! The minute they put the mind, they paralyze the body, they paralyze the spirit. The sentence of the happiness is I am the creator and I agree not to know why. So all the sense of time will be different because we will enjoy time. We will enjoy the schedule of the spirit more and more. We will enjoy what we do. And if you do things with your inner in, we call it creative, יצירה. It's not that, okay, you do because you have to do. That's what we did till now. In the work or whatever, you have to do. To do. That was the last 26,000 years. Like I said, what you do. Now, what you think when you do. How you remember yourself. How you merge to yourself, and then the hands and the legs and the mouth will serve. So totally different sense of time. That's for sure. And we have 28 cents of time during the day.
Oh. I have a question. From Philip, my cousin. You know him?
Hmm?
You know Philip?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he says, hi Michael and Jan. He's asking, I'm reading while I'm reading out loud, so I hope it's good. Is the thought to clear all our thinking, especially the negative and the past, from our consciousness and trust our instincts? He's asking. Believe/listen to ourselves and our core spirits to understand the new world. He's asking if this is the thought.
I didn't understand
Yeah,
so
גם
much.
אני קשה. טוב, תשאל.
First of all, take the word negative out. There is no, in Hebrew, to change and to repeat, it's the same word. It means every time you want to change something, you repeat. So there is no negative or positive. Also, there is no negative or positive thought at all. And we need to learn about it wow, how much we need to learn about it. This is one. Second, yes, now the new world will be how we will think. And think, there is no positive. Think in Hebrew comes from the word important. How you feel important. And you feel important just when you trust your spirit, when you know that you are the creator, when you know that everything begins in you, when you know that you didn't born just like that, you born for all the 40 reasons to try to take the concept forward, and this is what we're going to fix next 10 minutes.
So he's also asking if connecting to yourself and listening to your instincts and to trust the spirit, it will help to understand the new world?
Yeah, not to understand by the mind.
To create.
To feel, to enjoy.
To enjoy,
to enjoy, to feel.
To create.
To create, to feel who you are. And to bring all the 40 reasons to it. Not to understand by the mind. We're going to stop to drink soup with a fork. And we are men, it's a little harder for us. Our problem that we are handicapped in the intelligent emotion, but what's the main problem? That we don't know yet that we are handicapped in the intelligent emotion. That's the main problem. Okay. So we're going to have now 1 minute break, and then I'm going to tune you, all of you, and even people that doesn't hear me now. It's very, very important this week to build the biggest bridge ever to me, to my awareness, to my spirit, to my concept, to all the thought that will pass through me after it. Because compared to this, we will begin the new material world. All the material world is going to be very different. The way we give power, let's say, to prices of houses, the way we give power to everything is going to be very, very different. We will stop to fly to the moon. We will try to fly inside of us. So 1 minute break.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
ברצינות
when Yam need to pee, it's 1.5. And...
ברצינות או במטאפורה אמרת את זה עכשיו?
מה?
מה שאמרת מקודם.
זה ברצינות ומטאפורה גם. אנחנו נפסיק
כל המאמצים שמשקיעים עכשיו בזה, ישקיעו.
ברור. Yeah, all the effort that NASA and all the world kind of like to occupy the moon and Jupiter and Mars and whatever and to feel if there is a life there or not. And to try to find God in one of the spaceship, finished. All the energy of the money to search the spirit, the reasons, the who we are. Look.
In what way will they use them?
I don't know. I don't have to know exact. I know lines.
Okay.
Like I knew about this for 20 years, and I didn't know exact. Tashiri. And I didn't know exact. And I know that in 1st of January it will be a new world, new sicknesses, new way of money, new way of feeling the material. And I was right. Even if I'm left-handed, I was right, one by one.
Yeah, okay, so now we're a break. You can go pee. We're not leaving the broadcast. You can go and come back in 2 minutes, we'll be here. 2 דקות הפסקה לעשות פיפי וחוזרים לתיקון. עכשיו בוא נראה, תלכי מהר. חיוך. זה לא צילם את הפנים, זה צילם לך עד פה. בואי תעשי ריקוד יום הולדת.
בהזדמנות אחרת.
יפה, נתתי לך חיבוק.
מה נשמע? על הפינקי? חסר. איזה יפה סידרת לו בשולחן, מה זה? מהמם,
אני לא יודעת.
מה הייתה? איך קוראים לזה אפילו?
איזה? שמתחברת למחשב? יש לך מצלמה שמתחברת למחשב, שתוכלי לראות את מיכאל כאילו...
אנחנו באמצע ההקלטה, אנחנו נדבר על זה אחר כך. אנחנו נדבר על כל השאלות.
מה יש?
כן, אני.
היי.
היי יוש, כל מי שפה שישמיע קול.
מה?
לא, סתם דיברנו.
אני מוותרת על ההפסקה. כבר חוזרים. הנה, אתה ישבת בינתיים בכיסא עדיין ריק בתמונה.
יש ממש
אין מה לעשות.
זה דילי של איזה
דילי.
שניות.
גם
הכיסא הריק.
בתוכנית אני תמיד רואה.
כן.
אני עושה איזה תנועה עם
עושה את זה
המחשב
ככה,
שלה.
אחרי כמה דקות הוא פתאום
וואלה,
רואה
עשיתי את
את
זה
עצמו.
לפני כמה דקות.
הנה, עכשיו אתה מתיישב.
לא.
כן.
עכשיו אתה מתיישב.
זה איזה 7 שניות.
יותר.
יותר. עוד מעט אנחנו מתחילים את התיקון המדיטטיבי.
כמו שאני רואה כדורגל, אז אני מתקשר לתום, אז יש לו איזה נטפליקס אחר, לא יודע, אצלו עוד לא נכנס הגול. הוא אומר לי, למה אתה אומר?
אופה. Ali's asking how many people are there. Wow, wow. Don't ask, Ali.
It's the spirit family.
Yeah,
Too bad you're not here, Ali.
yes.
זה שומרים, מקפידים, גם הם. מה?
גם אנחנו מקפידים, אבל אתם...
אנחנו משפחה גרעינית, מה? איפה רגלית?
אתם המשפחה היחידה שנפגשנו איתה.
יאללה.
תקליטי.
Okay,
Wait, we're recording. Okay, we're starting.
I'm going to tune you to merge this, to create and merge and build and feel and make it work. And if you will use it in the next 8-9 days, you will allow into yourself, of course, with the right thinking all the time. Hear this lecture again a few times. Then you will allow in a new material and a new contract between you and the material, and a new joy, a new freedom for material in material world. And we are human being. We don't receive direct light. We need to extract it from sandwich, from sex, from the bill, from the time, from the mirrors, from the fiction, from the tikkun. We need to extract the light. Okay. Repeat after me with your name. I'm Michael. Very aware to this junction that I create. Breathe with your open mouth. And merge the place in you here in the thymus. Look at me in the upper chest. Merge from inside in the thymus. Merge the place in you, the point in you, the spiral in you that begin this new world. Feel that it begins in you. That you are, from your own side, from your own eyes, from your own point of view, you are the leader of it. The leader of this new world. This new world begins in you, in your thymus. Oh, breathe. Now feel that the coronavirus, it begins in you as a symptom. as the first symptoms, as the first bridge, as the first condition to create a new world, to change everything. So merge again to this thymus and feel that the coronavirus is beginning you. And breathe. Always breathe with open mouth. Just with open mouth. Ooh. Now feel again in your thymus from inside that you create all this paralyzing in the material to appreciate again your spirit, the daytime, the money that passing through you and it's not yours, the way that you translate your concept to the work to in the daytime, the way that you touch others and you don't feel yourself. So you're going now to feel yourself when you touch others physically. The way you will feel food, that it will makes you young. The way that you will feel vitamins, minerals, weather. Feel that everything begins in you. And you create everything to change the, for granted, the obvious, to change the feeling, to bring you, remember you. And even if in the action you're doing things for others, you put awareness that you do everything just for you. You know, you're not doing any more for others. That's a very, very powerful thinking. Breathe and breathe. Ooh. Now merge to the concept in your solar plexus, to your cosmic name, to the concept that you're ambassador of, to the main reason that you create all this lifetime, including choosing these parents, choosing these sicknesses, choosing this name, choosing this everything. Merge this concept, this cosmic name, this name of your higher self. And agree that you agree not to know the name exact, but you feel it. Feel it with your awareness here in your forehead. Feel this place, the solar plexus. And from there, with awareness, climb up to the thymus. In the thymus, agree to the youth. Youth, it means spiral from in to out. Agree to this spiral from in to out. And then you're going up between the clavicle bone. And you agree to create a new immune system. A new immune system that spread to the bone density in the clavicle bones. And then you go into your thyroid inside your throat. And you split it to four soulmates, four quarters of thyroid. It's four soulmates. Number one to number one, number two. Of course, the soulmates always from the other sex, always. And then you climb up to the source of your tongue and to the tip of your tongue. To create a new sensitivity and a new ability to synthesize the idea to the practical world. And then you're going to your nose, to your journal, to your private newspaper, and you make your nose white. Your bone of the nose become white. And then you're going to your third eye, and then you're going to the sides of the eyebrow. Left to the left, right to the right. And this is the intention. And you breathe. And you know more than ever that there are a lot of reasons that you choose this age, this new world, these parents, this family, this professional, these fears, this awareness, and this spirit. And you tell your spirit, I agree that you will try to go forward through my body because I'm going to cooperate with you and stop to disturb you. And I know if you bring some issue, there is a potential to fix it. You never bring if there is no potential. And you let your spirit feedback you. And it makes the wholeness of the intention between the third eye and the solar plexus one line that clear in the first friction of who you are. And you agree to be the center, inside all your centers around you, and inside all your 4 soulmates. And now, to give water to this plant till next 10 days, feel and merge the place in you that create the new world. And breathe. And breathe. And thank all the part in you that you create of this new celebration and a new contract. And every time you want to be like the old one, the old of you, breathe and merge. Every time you're afraid in the future, anxiety, what will be, how the material will look, how the money will, breathe and go back to the place in you that created this new world. And trust your spirit and trust the now.
We will email you the guide. We will email the guided tuning as separate recordings so you could have it.
Yeah, try to practice this tuning how much as you can in these next 10 days. And then next 10,000 years.
Yeah, whoever does it, if we don't have your email, so send it to us and we'll email it.
Yalla la
Bye.
salat.